Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Marta, and today we're going to practice Advanced Pilates. So I really recommend a previous experience in Pilates. This is an intermediate advanced class. So we start laying on the mat with the feet hip distance apart. Arms are over the head. Take a deep inhale, exhale, we start with a pelvic tilt and then back. And breathe in, exhale, pelvic tilt and returning to neutral. So we're starting with some warming up slowly of the hips, and the imprinting of the spine just allowed us to wake up the deepest muscle, the deepest abdominal muscles. Ready for the pelvic curl, so continue the movement. Inhale, exhale, we articulate the spine back into neutral position on the floor. And take a deep inhale, exhale as you're peeling off the spine. Try to have your legs not spreading apart, so keep your knees parallel. And breathe in, exhale as you take the back slowly into the mat. If it does bother you, the position of the arms over the head, you can bring your arms on your side. Continue to have your neck relaxed, so keep looking at the ceiling. Eventually just check that your hips are parallel to each other. And continue the pelvic curl. This is our kind of a setting up also exercise with the pelvic curl. A lot of times I understand how contracted my body is, that body, the tension, and so also the connection with the lumbar spine especially. Breathe in and exhale, rolling down. We go into a single leg lift with the right leg, and we accompany the movement with the left arm, so opposite arm. Try to maintain a 90-degree angle between the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Breathe in. Exhale as the leg comes towards you and you try to reach with the arm. Try to have your shoulders open and the clavicle bone open in this one. So we're starting to warm up also the abdominal obliques. Change the leg. So left leg and right arm. Trying to reach the hand to the knee. Breathe in and exhale as you reach. And inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Hold it here. Take the other leg in tabletop across your wrist and alternate leg exchanges. So continue the movement of the legs, alternating each other. Try to keep your shoulders, the scapula on the floor. Alternate the cross of the wrist and continue the movement of the legs. Tapping the floor, try not to drop the knee, try not to close the angle between the hip and the knee. Bring the feet down, bring your arms along by the side. Take a deep inhale, bring the heels closer to the hip bones if you need, and go back into a pelvic curl or bridge position. Rearticulate down. Hands behind the head, ready for the chest lift. Lift up, curl, and inhale, back. And exhale, curling up, trying to have your scapula lifting from the floor, and inhale, lower. And exhale, try to have a nice space between the chin and the clavicle bone, so like the distance of a peach or an apricot. Hands behind the thigh, lift a little bit more higher, hands behind the head and lower down. And exhale, reach, inhale, exhale, and inhale, lower, and exhale, lift, and inhale, lift higher, and keep that position, and lower down, and exhale, curl, and ready for a crisscross modified. Take the right leg in tabletop, rotate the body to the right, going up and down. Try to have your elbows nice and open, but keeping the shoulders down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Try to have your right leg nice with the shins parallel to the floor. Switch the leg, stay up, and rotate to the left. And inhale and rotate and back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and back, really working on the cross line of the body here. Continue the movement and almost there, switching. The legs are doing single left and we're switching. So a modification of the sort of crisscross, keeping the rotation, keeping the flexion of the body, keeping that high that you picked. The legs in tabletop. Keep the legs a 90-degree angle for the spine twist. Supine, arms into a T position, palms facing up. As you had one leg, rotate it, taking the legs to the right, coming back center, and breathing to the left, using the abdominals and back muscles to bring the legs in on the center. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale, and take the knees to you and the forehead to the knees, ready for double leg stretch. And back, and reach with the arms, and the legs are extending, and back. And inhale, reach, squeeze the ankles and the inner thigh. And inhale, arms are strong, pressing down. We're taking the knees a little bit more toward us to feel a little bit of more stretching to the hips. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, try to keep the body anchored as the head and shoulders are lifted. And going to single leg stretch. And switch. Think about the feet are traveling in the same line and like they were rows, so you're pointing at the center, you know where your feet are going, and you're pressing your hands on top of the shins. Take a rest, head and shoulders down. Take the left feet on the floor, knee bent, and going into a bicycle movement with the right leg. Let's do like about 8 or 10 repetitions. You're gonna feel the movement, arms on by the side. We're keeping the left hip very stable. So bending, extending, and lowering the leg. Try to have a nice movement. Now we reverse the bicycle. We add a flex on the foot when the leg is going up, but it's up to you. Always feel the body, what is telling you. I felt that I needed a little bit more of stretching of the hamstring, shoulders open, always relax the neck. Try not to close the clavicle bone. And in this exercise, keep the tricep working, pressing into the floor. Switch the leg and lower and bend in and extend up. So it's like a développé pointing. One leg is different than the other. My left leg is a little always more tight, so I need to pound my going a little bit slower for this leg. Reverse. So we are working with the abdominal obliques to stabilize the body, keep the hips aligned, and keep the opposite hip very stable. But try to have a fluidity in the movement. Flex and point and reach and reach. Take both legs up to the ceiling, heels up to the ceiling, flex your feet open. So we're working into abdominals here with the curling, lifting the head and shoulders up and lowering down, keeping the opening of the legs and the external rotation of the legs. So the toes are pointing out. And exhale and inhale. Now we close the legs, point and close, and we're flexing the feet as we're closing. Think about some abdominal exercise on the reformer. So that's the feeling that you're lifted and working on the abdominals, really imprinting the spine for this one. And close, zip, and inner thigh, and exhale, and bend, and take a rest for a moment. Breathe in, exhale, going for 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Slowly take the head and shoulders down, bend the knees, readjust for a moment. Take a stretch, going, roll into your left side. For the side lift, the legs are straight and squeezed together. Keep the parallel position of the legs for this one, using the free hand to reach the floor and really press that hand into the floor. So try to have your shoulders always working and hips stack on top of each other. Breathe in, exhale as you lift the legs, go into a scissor movement. So we alternate, one leg is going in front and then one back. Try to keep the same angle, so it means that one leg is going far as much as the other leg is going. And then keep the bottom leg forward and top leg back as you lift and lower the legs. You're gonna feel a lot your abductors, well, bend the knees, going ready for the side leg kick on your elbows. You can choose also if you want to go on your forearms for this one. Inhale, reaching back, exhale forward, inhale, and exhale and reach and point, exhale. Try to have your body really stable. Of course, it's going to move a little bit for the leg, and stop the movement, ready for the side plank. Have the hand a little bit more forward, reaching, create a nice rainbow. Adjust if you need, and back. I'm gonna add a towel under the hand if you need, if you have the tendency to sweat. It's going to help you to have more stability. And exhale, side bend. Really think about hips reaching up to the ceiling, and don't drop the legs and the body all the way down. We are controlling, going for the twist, reaching the opposite leg and lower. Breathing. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back in that diagonal. Exhale, lower. and inhale. Exhale, try to find a triangle pose you're creating with your body. Exhale, lower. This is intense position. We are starting to warm up so we can move on into more advanced abdominals exercise like the hip circle. We're doing some preparation, so really go into a deep pelvic tilt and single leg lift here to start to warm up the hip flexors a little bit more deeper. Try to have a good open of the chest. Bring the knees in and inhale, exhale in. And for 2 and 3, hold it, extend the legs. We start with some pendulum movement, right and left, right and left. And when you feel ready, go for the hip circles as we're turning and lowering down, circling, find the center. Try to have the legs up as much as you feel, but you can control it with the abs. So the circles are big as much as you can control. We're finding a sitting position, taking a quadruped position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, rounding the back and back extension. Exhale, cut, stretch, and exhale. This is a transition to before going to the side. Side lift. We're doing everything on the other side. Squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze the ankles together. Use that hand on the floor for support. Relax the head and neck. Exhale and go for the scissor. We're working with the legs, so make it efficient. Really long legs, and every time that you're bringing the legs together, squeeze the heels. And bottom leg front, top leg back, lift and lower. Exhale and inhale. The legs are going together. It's not that one leg is moving more than the other. We try to find symmetry. Side kick and exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, reach. Exhale, exhale, and inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, and inhale, inhale. Try to have your legs super straight, body strong, shoulders strong, looking forward. Use the glutes for the extension when you take the leg back, and ready for the side plank. For this side, the position of the legs, the top leg is slightly in front. Go find a rainbow, diagonal, slowly lower down. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, nice and control. And lift the hips, find a diagonal and lower. We have the twist now. And side plank. And twist, reach, find that triangle, use the core and lower. And of course it's going to start to feel intense because this is a intermediate dance class, so and if you're doing everything right, these are not easy exercise. And triangle and diagonal and lower. Think always about lines in Pilates. Going for back extension. Basic, hands on the hips, reaching the hands long towards your feet and lifting the upper body and lower. Inhale, lift and lower. Feeling the lower ribs pressing into the floor. Squeezing the glutes. So feel about the length here from the top of the crown, the head, and until your feet. Arms circle in front, ready for the swimming as well. Opposite arm and legs are working, and the breathing is similar to the 100 here. So inhale, 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 exhale, 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 exhale. And breathing for 5, exhale for 5. And we keep consistent the rhythm, keep pressing the hips into the floor. Keep that high. It doesn't matter if you don't go very high, it's more important the length. Stop the movement. We take a moment into a child pose or rest position. Breathe deeply. We have some more advanced exercise to come, so mentally prepare. We're sitting back, ready for the spine stretch for now. Sitting, arms long in front, inhale, exhale, rolling forward. Here, pick the version that you really prefer. Sometimes I do classical way, other times more contemporary, so it really depends of the day too. The importance of this exercise is to kind of reset the spine, feel the massage that you're doing because your abs are working, and the hamstring stretch, and a little bit of rest before doing some more advanced exercise. Elongate your back and bend the knees and extend to find the hamstring stretch. If you want, you can have your hands also on your shins if you don't reach your feet. Rolling back, and we're ready. We roll down. We take the arms overhead, going for roll up. Imprint the spine. Exhale, rolling up. Now I'm gonna do the Basi method here, so you're gonna see that I'm keeping my C shape, reimprinting the spine, arms overhead, and find the chest lift position. Exhale, roll up, abs in, the head is out, means that I can still see my hands. It doesn't go in between my arms, and arms overhead, keeping the ankle squeezing in a thigh, going for the neck pull. Straight, Basi style, so hinging back, tilt the pelvis and articulate the spine all the way down. Inhale, neck pull, gentle pull of the cervical, forehead to the shins, articulate the spine into a sitting position. Hinging back, straight back, tuck the pelvis under, imprint the spine. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Breathe out and articulate and hinge back and taking the spine down. And inhale, exhale, roll up and articulate and hinge and imprint, bend the knees, take the legs overhead. Now we're gonna check the space here, so probably I'm very close to the wall behind me for the rollover, so I'm gonna relocate myself and take the legs behind the head, legs parallel to the floor. Flex feet, separate the legs, bring them down if you can, all the way down to the floor or not. Arms on by the side and articulate the spine, point the feet and squeeze the legs together. Inhale into 90. Exhale, take the back. Separate, flex and articulate. We are trying to keep the shoulders open and the neck relaxed and feeling the hamstring stretch when you're going back. And separate, lower, exhale, imprint the spine, point, circle, and taking that back. Use the arms and the shoulders are really important. Take the arms overhead, prepare for the control balance movement. Flex the feet, take the left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Use the glutes and switch the legs. The breathing, exhale, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale, exhale. And really try to control the torso here through the abdominals, the back extensors, the legs extensors are working. A lot is going on. Keep some space between your chin and the clavicle bone. Take the legs down. Bring your arms again close to the body so that you can roll the spine. Safety, ready for the jackknife. Extending to 60, 90. Take the legs all the way back and then up, up, up to the ceiling and look at your feet. Keep the gaze on your feet as you decelerate the imprinting on the spine. Inhale, 90. Exhale, take the legs back. And reaching all the way up, use those back extensors and legs extensors and roll all the way. And again, 60 degree, 90. Exhale, back and reaching up. We're going of course we're trying to find a good vertical and position and going for the teaser because their body is definitely warm up and ready. Teaser 1. If we make it, abs in. Try to have your legs straight and squeeze the legs. And I like to try different position of the arms, so also to circle them like we were doing the exercise on the reformer. And going for teaser 2. The legs lower down and the arms combine the movement. Reaching, opening like a book, and then we close that D position and teaser 3. Maybe we try and exhale. Let's see how it goes. This is tough. And legs lower, and we do 2. That's fine. Next time it's gonna be better. Rolling like a ball. Inhale, exhale, back. So after that, it's good to massage a little bit the spine. So this is why I'm doing this right after. You can have your knees also slightly open. Choose the position of the hands also that you prefer. Open leg rocker. Exhale. So the first couple of rolling, normally I don't. I try to find a better position also on the mat and never count the first 2, right? And extend your back, keep your legs and the position of the hands where you can hold and keep them. Go for the extension at the end. Exhale and lifting, inhale, going back. Exhale, coming back. Try to keep your legs straight and hold them in the same position. And exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, still puppy. So take your arms underneath your legs, tap 3 times. Rolling back, tap 3 times, coming. Again, the first never count. And inhale, exhale. This is a deep abdominals work and flexion. It's so necessary that you have a good harmony and integration of the body. Of course, for those of you who have long legs, this kind of exercise might be difficult to bring the sole of the feet together when trying to do a modification of the sole with the legs like that. Rotate and reach, coming back and center. and inhale, exhale, and inhale, hands center and breathe in. Exhale, reach, try to find the stretching of the QL, articulating the spine, and exhale, and back, and center. Extend the legs, open slightly more than your mat, going for the spine twist. Breathe in, exhale, exhale, and inhale, center. Every time that you pass through the center, go a little bit tall. This is an exercise for your back, for the spine. We're using the abs, obliques. Try not to push with your feet. Take the arms all the way up to the ceiling and then change the angle of their spine and go slightly forward. Position that you can hold. Open and close. Open and close. Keep the ribs in. Keep the flex of the feet. Keep the whole body working. Feeling always long. And rest. Stretch the spine. Articulate. Cross the legs. We are doing some exercise before the leg pull front to warm up, going to kneeling and position, tuck the toes under, knees off, and extend one leg and then the other. So it's a variation of some planking movement. Extending, we're also using the legs a lot. Try to have the pelvis stable in space. Extend both legs, plank position. Extend the left leg up for 5 or 6 times. Try to keep the nice line through the top of the crown, the head and the feet. Change the leg 6 times, lifting with the right. Bend the knees deep, jump forward. And extend the legs, find your elbows with the hands. Mini stretch of the hamstring now. Deep breathing here. And exhale, take your hands on the floor. If you're not cannot on the shins, extend the back. Bend the knees. Hold here and go into panther, so we try to extend and bend in without moving anything about the body. So we try to keep the pelvis at the same position. Looks easy, I'm telling you, is not. This looks like a knee off on the reformer. And bend the knees, sit. Find a position. Going for the boomerang. Rolling the spine. Find the teaser. Lower the legs. Reaching the arms forward. And find that rocking position for the abs. Switch the cross of the legs. Imprint. Find the teaser. Take the legs behind the legs. Forehead to the shins. Arms, and again rolling down, roll over, legs switch, inhale, exhale, coming back, find a teaser, inhale, and lower, exhale, and again, and back, and switch the legs, crossed, and articulate the spine. Lower the legs, arms, stack vertebra after vertebra. Good. We prepare for some rest position. We cross the legs. You can also go into child pose if you prefer. Deep breathly. Switch the cross of the legs if you chosen this position. Arms straight in front and let go the chest, the rib cage. Just trying to slow down the breathing here. Thank you very much for participating, and next time. Bye.